Okay, so let me get started. Okay, so thank you everyone. So my name is Eddie Choi, and I'm so happy to be the presenter today for this webinar. So the topic that I got from Angela is about omni-channel marketing for B2B or for exhibition industry. So my background is a little bit special because uh, I'm a digital marketer. So I actually have been doing digital marketing for almost 15 years. And then I got a chance to work with a couple of exhibition organizers for their digital marketing. So I'm kind of person can connect both two worlds from digital marketing and the event marketing. And so what you see from my opening page, you can go to editor.me. You can read my online bio. And I just recently published the first B2B search marketing white paper in China. It's talk about international search marketing practice, particularly how we can use search engine to do B2B marketing in China. You can download the white paper from the link that I list in the bottom of the page, the docsend.com/read/JI2WHGG. Okay, you can write it down. If you want to download it, feel free to download a white paper. Okay, so let me get started the content. So I move to page number 2. So this is what I feel about omni-channel marketing. If you go to Google, you search omni-channel marketing and you click on image, you will find all these complicated infographics. Now, omni-channel marketing is really a big topic because first, it is about everything. It's about online, offline, and particularly, I think omni-channel marketing has a natural tie with retail marketing because as one of my previous training for a retail company, especially training topics for omni-channel marketing. We talk about how to use online for offline conversion, how to track offline traffic. Same things apply for trade show. It is almost in the same situation that everything's happening on the ground, but almost all the event organizer, we get used to use online to drive traffic to the event website. So we are kind of, in our marketing practice, we deal with multi-channel, different technology, different type of media. So in a sense that for B2B people or for event organizer today, we should also learn about omni-channel. Okay, so I don't particularly want to label that type of marketing called omni-channel. You can call it integrated marketing. I think it is the same things. So we move to page number 3. Okay, so omni-channel marketing is actually integrated marketing, in my opinion, but in a more complicated environment today because it's not only about multi-channel, it's also about multi-touch point in multi-screen. So that means today we do marketing on TV. We still do a lot of marketing on TV, but of course we have our own website, and today our audience use tablet and they can receive the message on mobile phone, and we are going to have something called smart watch. So something like this one I show you, I have been wearing a smart watch. I can read message and email on my watch. So everything is already happening. It's not about the future, it's about the present. Okay, so we move to page number 4. Okay, and not to mention how we, the reason why we can connect the online world with the offline world is because we have a lot of newly invented information exchange media. You all know this symbol. We have QR code from left to right. We have QR code. We have Bluetooth. We have something called NFC. That is a Okay, something like in Hong Kong, you can use this kind of card. You tap the card and you do the payment, or you get on the bus, you tap the card. This is what we call NFC, stand for Near Field Communication Technology. And in the right-hand side, you have the iPhone Apple technology called Passbook. It is actually Apple standard of QR barcode. So you can see we not only do marketing for multi-touch point, multi-screen, but we also using a lot of technology to connect two worlds, okay, the online world and the offline world. So we move to page number 5. Now, what about the omni-channel marketing or integrated marketing in the exhibition world situation? Now you see this is a very typical experience path moving from left to right. Okay, you have a person, we assume he's the buyer, and then you see the first, I have a label, number 1, okay. The buyers use online, Facebook, and research for a, say, exhibition. And when the buyer moved to the middle part, the second part, okay, number 2, so the buyer arrived at the venue, and then we do registration for him, and he got a badge, okay, and then we move to the right-hand side, is the third scenario. So we scan the badge, okay, whatever you use mobile phone to scan the badge or whatever standard barcode scanner to scan the badge, and the buyer arrive at the booth and start interacting with the exhibit or with the exhibitor. Okay, now this is a very typical integrated channel scenario in the exhibition world. Okay, so as a marketer, okay, whatever you market for your trade show or you are the exhibitor, when you do the marketing, you have to deal with this kind of multi-channel, online, offline integrated scenario, okay? So this is what we are happening today. So we move to page number 6. Now, in terms of communication, in terms of whatever your communication with your client or a trade show organizer communication with your exhibitor or the exhibitor communication with the buyer. Now, in the omni-channel or integrated world, it's really complicated. Let's say, put in a simple way, when you say from left to right, top to the bottom, so when you go to Google, you start searching for something, and then the next minute, someone could receive the message or could start the same thing, searching on Google, but on mobile phone, and then receive the email. And everything will be so complicated because the mobile phone will be able to scan the magazine today because of the QR barcode. And when you scan the QR barcode on the magazine, it takes you to the website and you find the event, you arrive at the booth, and the booth sometimes will have a QR code again. So you use the mobile phone to scan the barcode, it takes you back to the online world. And when you go to the online world, you receive another email. So you see how complicated of the communication could happen. So this is kind of a challenge for us as a marketer today to deal with multi-touch point, multi-directional communication format. Okay. Slide number 7. So what I just mentioned becomes our challenges. So I summarize, we basically have 6 points of challenge. We need to deal with multi-touch point tactics. Okay, we need to think about our marketing strategy, our marketing mix, or our marketing plan, how to deal with multi-touch point. Let's say if we have a website, the website should be look good on desktop and the mobile phone small screen at the same time. Now, the second challenge will be marketing planning. How you are going to plan for different kind of media. Okay, different kind of media with different kind of media matrix or different kind of buying format. Okay, now before that you only deal with the billboard or the TV. Today your media plan have everything. Okay, have online, offline, small screen, big screen. Some you can measure, some you cannot measure. Okay, the third point of for challenge will be technical know-how. Now today, I mean, when we do marketing, I mean, we need to know about a lot of computer language, okay? We need to know how to measure and it's all kind of technology we need to deal with in order to execute a marketing strategy. That means the number 4 challenge will be our execution. Okay, so today the marketing team can go really complicated. I mean, you need someone who can write a good copy, advertising copy. At the same time, you need someone who's really good in measuring the online performance. And then you need to have a planner today know all kind of metrics when he or she needs to plan for a media buy campaign. Okay, so that means naturally move to the 5th challenge will be the marketing structure and the dynamics. Okay, how you are going to hire everyone and how you are going to manage everyone. Okay, everyone with a more dynamic background. Okay, some with technology background, some without, some is from research background because need to deal with a lot of data. Okay, now the last point that we are facing for, the challenge would be how we can set a KPI in the measurement plan that can enable us to precisely understand what actually happened. Okay, in our marketing budget. Okay, now this 6th point will be the main challenge for today's integrated marketing environment. So we move to page number 8. Okay, multi-touch point. Now today my presentation will be more on the online side because first it is my experience, and second thing is I think today even though we're doing trade show or event marketing, we rely on online to do a lot of pre-marketing or a lot of marketing execution actually happen online. So I want to show you what you see from page number 8 is when you do different channel marketing. Okay, and this is actually a screenshot from a very typical Google Analytics. You see the blue color. Majority of traffic should be come from search engine. Okay, so a lot of people are saying, what about social marketing? What about display advertising, email marketing? But I can tell you that whatever you are doing, okay, when you have a website, a strong and healthy website, you should have the majority traffic coming from search, because search is almost the first destination. It's almost the first click. Okay, a lot of people think I have a website, but you have a website, but you don't have a first click, because the first click always happen on the search engine. Say someone searched some keyword related to your website, and they discover your website from Google first. So Google always take the first click, and you get the second click. So this is the idea. Okay, so we move to page number 9. Okay. Now for B2B, I mean, this is not new. 83% of B2B buyer today research online. This is true. Okay, this slide actually from Google. Okay, now page number 10. Now, this is a very typical marketing situation from left to right. You see a little guy in the middle. Assume he's the buyer, and then you see you have 5 dogs with different color. Okay, these are some of typical touch point. You have email, you have direct, you have paid search. Say paid search means you buy advertising from search engine. Okay, it's the pay per click things. You have social channel and you have referral. Okay, now in the bottom, this is a very typical journey that moving from left to right. When you do marketing, you always deal with almost exact the same thing. You need to create awareness and then generate, and then you create consideration. And once you have consideration, you develop intent, and then your direct audience or your customer will make a decision. So this is a very typical marketing journey. Okay, so we move to slide number 11. Now, this is interesting. In today's world, okay, 57% of your audience, whether he or she is your customer or he or she is your visitor of the trade show, okay, when you first engage them, okay, they already complete 57% of the research for your product. That means it is entirely different. Before that, we still need to introduce our product to them, okay, because we offer them the first-hand information. So put it this way, think about the automobile industry. Before that, we still need to rely on a salesperson to introduce what is the function of a car, the model number, or the options. But today, when the customer walk into a automobile shop, okay, he or she probably know everything already because they research online. So the approach, the communication will be entirely different. You don't want to waste people's time when they already know your product. Okay, so that means, as what we always said, our target audience today is become more and more powerful because they use online to do almost 57% of the research already been done before the first engagement happened. So yeah, that's page 12 is actually tell you when you see when I put the typical marketing journey from awareness to decision on top of the previous slide, you see that when that 57% research have been done, that means your target audience already developed the intent for you. So it's good and bad. The bad side is the customer is getting more and more difficult because they know about a lot of our product, about your show. They know everything because they can research online, they go to our website, they understand everything. The good thing is because they understand everything and they still contact us, so the intent of that buyer or the intent of that target audience will be so high. Okay, so it's good and bad at the same time. Okay, so we move to slide 13. Okay, now this is another typical same marketing journey from awareness all the way to decision, from left to right. But on top of that, you see a different color dot. That is a typical touch point. You have display advertising, social media, email. Now, search is always close to conversion. You see the shopping cart symbol, right? Okay, don't see it as a B2C scenario. Even though you are event organizers, the shopping cart means what? Means your event registration page, because this will be your main goal. You want to drive people, bring them to your event website, and you want them to pre-register. Okay, so if you want to do it, now you see search engine, search channel will always be the last touch point that can help you to achieve your conversion. Okay, now this is a typical scenario in multi-online touchpoint situation. Next page, number 14. Okay, now in B2B world, whenever we are event organizer, okay, we also concerned about lead generation. Our lead will be, of course, naturally will be our exhibitor, but also the buyer should also be considered as our lead, because as an event organizer, we so much want to engage as many buyers as possible, because we know when the buyer comes, the exhibitor will come. Okay, so when we do lead generation, okay, now you see the same presentation from a very typical event experience. Now, when we do a lead generation, or the lead journey, we always we need to see the lead into 3 different stages, from far term to mid term to near term. Now, the definition of near term will be more close to the final conversion. That means the business, the intents already be cultivated, and the buyer is ready to start a purchase with us. The far term mean you still got a long way to go to develop the sales. Now, the midterm, when you see the midterm means you're halfway done, but you still need to do a lot more. Now, when you look at the lead journey, whatever lead that we generate from the event belong to midterms, because it is not an anonymous click on our website. It is not someone research and arrive our website, and even those they register, it's still considered a far term because we have yet to meet them. But event is different. Event is actually a physical space that we finally meet someone that face to face, and we exchange name card, and they can see the actual product, and we can continue with more and more communication. So that in my opinions, or in my experience, whatever opportunity that we generate from the floor, from the convention floor, belong to midterms. That means we are halfway done. We just need to do a little bit more, and then we can reach the conversion. Okay, so we move to page number 15. Now, to understand the lead journey in B2B marketing, that means when you put everything together, when you put on top, you have a typical marketing journey from awareness to decision. In the middle, it means you know the client has been doing research. When they reach the middle part, that 57%, these are the client with intent. Okay. Now, in the bottom, we also talk about the far term, mid-term, and the near term. Okay. Now, below the far term, mid-term, and near term, you have different touch points. Now, this is the slide tell you that if you do, say, the green dot, okay, when you do the paid search, the search engine marketing, okay, whatever lead you generate from the paid search, it belongs to midterm because it develops high intent. Because paid search is naturally good for demand generation, because when people search for something and they find something relevant to their search, and then they start look into that information, naturally they develop high intent. Okay, now for the near-term touch point, SEO, search engine optimization, whatever direct can be EDM, okay, means a near term. Okay, so I just want to show you this slide, and you can take it as a reference. So when you want to plan for your marketing plan, and when you deal with different marketing channel, and when you know which status that you are, so you can kind of do the mapping. So to do your marketing. So we move to slide number 16. Now I'm not going to say each bullet, because this is actually a expansion for the previous slide. I tell you different marketing touch point characteristic. Okay, so when you do the marketing planning, you can make use of this table to help you to do marketing planning. Okay, so we move to slide number 17. Now, this is kind of interesting because when we do online marketing, okay, and the first question will always be which website is the best, because I want to use that website to generate demand or to generate lead. Okay, if this is the concern, this is 2013 version of the most visited website in the world. You see the red color being Google. You see the blue color is the Facebook. Okay, you see the green color is Baidu, is the Chinese largest search engine. So you see in China it's a big green colors cover the whole area. Okay, so that means for the trade show organizer in China, and if you organize the show and you aim at recruiting the overseas buyer, so you look outside, you know you have to do advertising on Google. Vice versa, if you are a trade show organizer in North America and you want to recruit the buyer from China, you know you have to use Baidu and not Google's, okay, or not even Facebook. So this is a very good slides to show you the most visited website. So it's good to share with you. So we move to page number 18. Now, which one is the world's second largest search engine? So I want to ask a question for the audience. Is there anyone volunteer to tell me, what do you think, which one is the world's second largest search engine? So you just type on the chat box. Anyone? John, you can take a guess. Kara, you know, I see you. Baidu. Okay, John said Baidu. Anyone? Take a guess. The world's second largest search engine? Yahoo. Okay. Okay, now I tell you which one is the world's second largest search engine. I move to slide number 19, YouTube. Okay, don't look at YouTube as the video site. Think about it in this way. When you go to the YouTube, you search, right? You search for the video. I mean, your experience on YouTube is still search, but it just give you, instead of give you text, it give you video. So YouTube is actually the world's second largest search engine because it's more than 1 billion unique user visit YouTube every month. Over 6 million hours of videos are watched every month, and almost an hour for every person on earth. 100 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every minute. 80% of YouTube traffic comes from outside US. Okay, and in the last bullet, YouTube reached more US adults aged 18 to 34 than any cable network. Okay, so YouTube is actually the world's largest search and the world's second largest search engine right now. So we move to slide number 20. Now, in terms of B2B, okay, I can share with you some statistics. 1.5 million business-oriented queries on YouTube every week. Okay, it reached 36% of all business decision makers, more than 10 times that of Fox.com. Okay, and 11 more likely to be business decision maker than the average internet user. Okay, this is YouTube. So that means it is important for us to make use of YouTube for our event promotion. Okay, of course, in China, YouTube is not available, but the behavior is the same. China, they got the identical clone, or they got the identical video site. Okay, and this a lot of people in China watching video every day. So when you are outside China, you want to target the Chinese buyer, you will want to have your video put on the video site. Okay, so we move to slide 21. Now I give you an example. I don't know, maybe the member of UVI, you are familiar with Yiwu, right? Yiwu sourcing fair. I mean, they are also a UVI member. It's a UVI certified event. Yiwu is in a small city, 45 minutes away from Hangzhou, okay, in China. When you look at Yiwu, because I did marketing for Yiwu 2 years ago for Yiwu government, you see the whole experience would be when you type Yiwu on Google, okay, Yiwu so much want to engage overseas buyer, okay, to invite them to come to Yiwu to visit the trade show. So when I help them to put in the video on YouTube, when you search Yiwu, you see the search result. I mean, the YouTube videos always display in #1, okay, because this is what Google would like, okay, from a search engine optimization perspective. On Google, if you want to have a high visibility, okay, now think about that high visibility may not be necessary on your own website, but you can make use of YouTube and you can upload the video, and when you have the videos, it's relevant to a particular keyword. So when people search that keyword that is relevant to your brand, you will have a high visibility. So this is the idea of making use of video channel for our marketing. Okay, so we move to slide number 22. Now, when you do YouTube, again, all the good online channels will be able to measure. Now on YouTube, you see this is the actual screenshot that I share with you for China Yiwu Fair. Okay, now when you do YouTube, they give you YouTube analytics. You see the performance, you see how many people are watching the video, where they come from, what is the top geographic distribution, the gender, everything. You know everything. When you move to, now we move to page 23. Another screenshot that I share with you from YouTube Analytics, you see geographical data. That means for this particular experience that I have to show Yiwu Fair organizer, because they want to know my buyer, my visitor concentration in geographical distribution. Now I show them the YouTube Analytics. Okay, when I put the video for them on YouTube, I let it run for 2 weeks, and then I have this kind of information to let them know, so they can verify whether these are their target audience, or these are their intended target or market. Okay, so we move to page 24. Okay, again, another YouTube analytics. You don't actually, you not only can see the demographics from country, from city, you can also see the patient level. You see on the left-hand side is a graph. It's very scientific. When the video is playing, you see up to which point people will drop out and they leave. So it will show you if you want to make the videos, don't be too long, or okay, you see how people at which point that people lost the patient and they left. Okay, so everything is so scientific. So let's move to slide 25th. Okay, now again, when you upload the video on YouTube, you can edit your videos. YouTube gives you a fantastic tools. You can add a tagline, a copy. You can add a bubble. You can add a link. When people click on the video, bring them to your website. So you see, this is there's a lot of exciting tools you can make use to promote your website. Okay, it go beyond just a event website. You make use of video, you upload to the YouTube, you connect to YouTube with your website, you leverage YouTube position on Google search result page, you got high visibility. You see how you can mix and match using different kind of online channel for your marketing. All right, so we move to page 26. Now, why video is better than text? Okay, we have something called connective engagement with form. Okay, this is what I'm comparing. I compare text and the video. Now, in the left-hand side, you see in the first second, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. In the middle, we have a blue color called buy-in point. Okay, when you use text wording for marketing, you develop perception, and then people, after that, people kind of develop a placeholder for the meaning, and then you evaluate the meaning, and then you trigger the emotional response. Now, but the video is different. Videos, you create a perception, and then what? You see the difference. You immediately triggers the emotional response. Now, when you trigger the emotional response, you reach the buy-in point. Okay, let's put this theory into a more concrete example. We move to page 27. Now, see the text. If say I am writing an article about cat, so people read. Okay, I'm reading about a cat. The cat is cute. Okay, you reach the buy-in point, and then I like the cat, and then you have emotional response. But look at the video. When people look at the cat, and you immediately triggers the emotional response, and the rest, because when you reach the buy-in point, the rest will be so easy. Okay, so video, you see the difference. You see how people respond to visual, to motion picture. Okay, the magic is you can trigger the emotional response when you reach the buy-in point. So when people triggers when you triggers the emotional response for the people when they reach the buy-in point, the rest of the conversion process will be so easy. Okay, this is why video is more powerful than text. Okay, so let's move to slide 28. Besides video, I want to talk about Asia. Okay, say B2B. A lot of people say, what about LinkedIn? Okay, now LinkedIn. In Asia, we have 42 million people on LinkedIn in Asia, which is the platform where senior decision makers are overrepresented. Okay, and particularly for say B2B healthcare decision maker in Asia, spend between 3 to 10 hours online a week for professional purpose. Okay, and social media also. Social media play a primary role in decision making process for average 35% of business decision maker in Singapore, Hong Kong, China, Indonesia. Okay, so you see, I talk about search engine, and then I move to the world's second largest search engine is actually video media, and then I talk about now the slide. You see people in Asia, they are also using a lot of social media. Okay, especially even the B2B people. So a lot of people say B2B people is not for social media is wrong. Actually, we have a lot of B2B people on social media. Okay. So we move to page 29. Now, maybe you might still think online is not for me. I have a lot of people came to me and say, no, Eddie, online is for B2C. Like, I have been, everyone know me, I serve Christian Dior in China. Okay, of course they have a lot of money to spend. But for me, I mean, online is for everyone, not only for B2C. Let's say nobody looks, and people will say nobody looks for online for toothpaste or for paperclip. But if this is your question, I have to prove that it is wrong. Okay, let's move to page number 30. Okay, now you see, I give you an example. In the first year, after 3M start taking comment from its website, it got almost 3,000 comments about Scotch tape. Okay, now this is very important because you get the comment directly from the customer. Okay, and this is more effective than almost any other channel to if you are concerning the voice of consumer, make use of online to generate voice of consumer or to collect voice of consumers to be considered as the most effective channel. Okay, now move to page number 31. This is even more amazing on Alibaba. Alibaba is going to have the IPO in US. Everyone know it. And there's one online store of Alibaba is the same as what we have in the West, like Amazon and eBay, but they call it Tmall. And you see 3M opened a store on Alibaba Tmall from 0 to 20 million Chinese money sales in 8 months' time. Okay, first, because we thanks to the air pollution in Beijing, that's why they generate a lot of sales for the mass. Okay, but it is amazing from 0 to 20 million sales in 8 months. Okay, now I personally talked to 3M. 3M told me that no one, not even one single human being salesperson can achieve this target, okay, in 8 months' time. So you see that B2B online is also for B2B and is pretty successful. Okay, so we move to page number 32. Now, we just mentioned, I just walked through a lot of different platforms, different idea or different characteristic of the online media. Now, what about our marketing objective? Because at the end, we, as a marketer, whatever we are from B2C or B2B or from traditional industry, okay, our marketing objective, we still need to deal with 3 simple questions. One is who, our audience. Second question is what they want from us, okay, what they feel about our product, okay, and how can we engage them, how can we find them, okay, how can we start communicating with them. So these 3 questions are the basic marketing objective, and they're also the most important marketing objective. Okay, so let us move to page number 33. Okay, now the 3 marketing objectives, same as I actually already told you, that who is acquire and retain client, about acquire and to retain client. The question of what is about to convey the product message. The question of how is to manage channel and practice. Okay, so move to page 34. Now, when do the customer, we always have this kind of question. We always want to do online marketing or integrated marketing, and we always want to know when do the customer want a white paper, or when do they want YouTube video, or to match customer need with the channel is among the biggest challenge in digital marketing, because we have so many choices. We can do YouTube, we can do a search engine, we can do social media, Facebook, we can do EDM, we have our own event website, but how to make use of everything? Okay, not to mention today that everything's online, need to talk to another set of media touch point on the ground is offline world. Okay, so this remains a challenge. Okay, and we move to slide 35. Now, a simple question would be, how do our customer make decision actually? Okay, you see the guy, in the middle, scratching the head, is our customer or our buyer, our visitor of the trade show, our exhibitor. Okay, when they make a decision, how do they make decision? Because, okay, I tell you what, when people are making decision, okay, they deal with two set of information. Okay, that two red arrow represent two set of decision or media influence. You have influence, you have part of the information will influence this decision, and you have part of the information will support the decision. Now, the interesting thing is, in the online world, search engine is always the information, the media to support the decision, and in the social media is always producing the information to influence the decision. It is very typical, put it this way, in the practical scenario, when our customer, they hear something too good to be true on Facebook, okay, naturally they will go to Google and to search that things and to prove what is that, okay. Or from the other side, when the customer or when someone or when we search something and we find something really, really interesting, we always go to Facebook and see if one of our close friends also talk about the same things. Then it proves, okay, that something is correct and the right, and then it will speed up our decision. So this is how search and social media is going to work together. We need to know the decision path and the decision process in order to mix different media resource together. So we move to slide 36. Mobile phone. Now the topic is about Omni-channel. Now, when we talk about Omni-channel today, it's not only online. Now we are in the mobile world. So I can tell you the mobile phone account for 17% of the global web traffic, and even more, I suspect this 17%. This is the information from 2013. Okay, now you see Asia. Okay, Asia has a lot more mobile attention than the rest of the world. And Africa, okay, look at Europe, North America, even South America. Okay, and you see. You compare the navy color and the blue color, okay, representing 2012 and 2013. You see each number, is increased. So, and today I can tell you we have more and more people reading our website on mobile phone than desktop, okay. And we move to page 37. So, and this is actually a screen that I grabbed it from my web designer. Okay, you see today we have many screens to take care. When we design a website, you see how many screens. You can you follow the red outline, the red color outline, and the dotted line. You see when you create a website, you need to take care the website from the smallest iPhone screen all the way to the largest Macintosh iMac computer. So everything's changed. Okay, the web design process would be very complicated. Okay, there will be no one size fit all. Okay, and you need to have special technology or special way to create a website and make it look nice in a dynamic situation. Okay, we move to slide number 38. Okay, experience on mobile. Okay, this is the information I got. 57% of the users say they won't recommend a business with a poor design mobile site. Okay, this is from AC Nielsen. Okay, 40% have turned to a competitor website after a bad mobile experience. Okay, you see how important that we need to make sure our website looks really, really good on small screen. Okay, we move to page number 39. Okay, now this is another Nielsen research that is basically about how often you have watched video content on the following device in the past 30 days. Okay, you can read the data. Basically, talk about internet is getting more and more important. The mobile is getting more and more important than the TV, television at home. Okay, so I'm not going to go through this. So we move to page 40. Okay. Another information I want to share with you from AC Nielsen. In Asia, 74% of the online consumer report watching video on mobile phone at least once a month. 38% say they do so at least once a day. You see, even video, people are not watching videos on the big screen. They are watching video on small screen. I don't know in Paris or in Europe, but in China, in Hong Kong, you see a lot of people are watching video using their mobile phone in a subway. Is that true, Angela? In Paris, people are watching video in when they are in subway. Not in London. Next, okay. Okay. No, I mean even those people in Hong Kong, even though we don't have a Wi-Fi, they just use the phone network to watch video. Okay, but you see, I think this is happening. That's why we need a biggest and biggest mobile phone screen. Okay, because people want to watch video. You see, people behavior is changing. Okay, let's move to slide 41. Okay, now I combine a couple of different research information, and then I create this. Okay, 241% of return on investment can be generated by applying data to business decision. Now, data is very important because when we use mobile phone to go to the website or when we visit the website, we automatically generate a lot of data. That's why we call it, we are in a big data situation. But this is true because 241% ROI can be generated by applying data from business decision. But 91% of CMO believe that successful brands make data-driven decisions. However, only 11% of marketers use data to make business decisions today. We see there's a gap. That we see getting more and more professional marketers believe that in the future, all the decisions will be purely data-driven. And then all the media is producing a lot more data, but only 11% of marketers use data to make business decisions today. Why? Okay, now this is a situation. So we move to slide 42nd. Now, I just finished the first part of the webinar. Okay, we talk about a general landscape. By now, you should be able to understand we have different kind of online media. We have the behavioral changing. It's changing, and people, because of consuming more and more digital media, they produce a lot more information data, and we can process more information so we can understand more about our audience. But let's bring the topic back to something related to UVI. I want to talk about practice, and I want to specifically talk about internet is a new trade show. I want to use this notion and to prove why I see internet is a new trade show. Okay, so we move to page 43. Okay, internet is a new trade show because of search engine, in my opinion. Because search is the registration desk. Search is the door to the convention center floor, and search is the aisles of the trade show. Now I'm going to walk through one by one and to explain why I feel that. Okay, so we move to page 44. Now this is a slide that I show UBM China. Okay, UBM China, they operate China largest furniture trade show in Shanghai. Okay, and what I want to share with them is to use search engine data on Google and to test a few buyer interest. When the people search furniture from China, they also search China home furniture, China office furniture, China kitchen furniture, and China outdoor furniture. And you see the line that from 2005 all the way to today to at the present time. You see a lot more people search furniture from China, okay, and you see the green line, right? The green line is China kitchen furnitures. It starts showing interest in 2007, and then it went down, and then it starts showing interest again on 2011. Okay, now and in the bottom of the chat, you see, okay, Australia is the user on Google. They search a lot more furniture from China, and India is the second one, and the United Kingdom and the United States. Okay, and when they search furniture from China, they also search different kind of wordings. They search China cabinet. Okay, so this is the information you can acquire from search engine by understand different kind of wording that people are using to search related to your trade show, related to your exhibit. You can somehow understand what is the interest of your buyer. Okay, and then you can somehow take all this information and to develop a marketing plan or even the trade show plan for your event. Okay, purely using search engine information. Okay, so we move to page 45. Now this is another product that Google has not been telling everyone, that they have a product called Google Global Market Finder. Okay, now this is what kind of product. When you say, when I use the same China furniture to test, when I text China furniture, I can see from in the United States, people are searching, when they search China furniture, they also search home furniture, rustic furniture, China furniture, Oriental furniture, unique furniture, wholesale furniture, bamboo furniture. Okay, you see the opportunity. Opportunity means the search volume. You see the monthly search. Okay, and you see the recommended bids mean how much that if you want to buy this keyword advertising, how much it costs you per click. Okay, but this is not about advertising. Today I want to show you, you can use these tools to test the market. You can test what kind of wording people are using is related to my product. Okay, and this is important because when you create a website content, if you use the wrong word, then your website content will never talk to your audience. Okay, you have to find the right word in order to compose the website content. Sometime when the website is using to engage overseas audience, we need to use their word instead of our own word. Okay, so we move to 46. I'm going to speed up a little bit because time is not enough, certainly. And this is actually the same as the previous slide. Okay, so we move to 47. Now, this is what I show when I deliver a speech in South Korea for another trade show association. Okay, so I test when I search KES Korea, is a Korean electronic show. Okay, so when I search on Google, I want to know how many clicks I need in order to complete a registration. So I move to page 48. Okay, you see, when I search on Google, I need to go through 9 clicks before I can register. Okay, now it is a long path, and I show you and I tell you why. Okay, it hurt you because when you move to page 49, you see this is a typical path for engaging a visitor to complete registration. Okay, you still need to go through a typical marketing funnel from attention, interest, desire to action. Now, the longer path you have more potential dropout. So that means when you want to do a registration using online, okay, you don't want to bring them to your homepage and ask them to keep navigating everything until they find the registration page. Okay, because the longest path they go through, they will just leave the site. So if you want to increase registration, you bring them to the registration page immediately. So let's move to page 50. Now this is what I did a presentation in Milan for Villa Milano, and I tell them a simple and free of charge tools to test a search engine related word is to go ahead to Google and you type whatever you have and you see what kind of suggestion Google tell you. Now I tell you why you have this suggestion list, because when a lot more people search the word, it will get into the suggestion list. Okay, when it is a brand new information, that is, it will go to the suggestion list. Okay, when of course personalization, when you log into Google account, I mean your personal preference will also affect the suggestion list. But the most important thing is, because of the search volume will impact the suggestion list. That means when more and more search a word, that word will appear in the suggestion list. Now you can try your trade show brand. You can try, if you run say in Massachusetts, they run K-Fair. You can type K-Fair and see what other things related to K-Fair happen, show in the suggestion list. And you can somehow understand, you know, what are the interests of the general public, okay, through the search engine information. Okay, so we move to slide 51. It's actually the same. Okay, this is a Chinese wording. This is all search engine provide the search suggestion. The suggestion are the indicator for brand and product popularity. Even in China, it's the same. It gives you everything. Okay, we move to slide 52. Besides the search engine suggestion list, search engines also have keyword tools. Actually, it's the same. If you tell the search engines some of the basic keyword, the search engine tell you back, okay, what other words are related to your keyword, and then you get to know more about the people. And then page number 53. Okay, now everyone, when you talk about SEO, everyone, when I talk about search engine optimization, everyone would think I want to be list number one. Now I tell you, list number one is important, but it's very difficult. But if you list number one, like this example, if I type plastic and rubber exhibition, K-Fair list number one, so they have 48% chance to be clicked. And the second one is CEP plus, and the chance to get a click is reduced from 48 to 12. And the third one is China Plus, and because even though they list number 3, the chance that they got a click is reduced down to 8%, and not to mention if you are not in the first page. So we move to page 54. Now this is another screenshot I share with you that I did a registration test for Messi Frankfurt. I used a small registration form. Of course, it generates more better conversion rate. So move to 55. Okay, page 55. I want to say prove that search is a store to convention floor. Why? Page 56. According to research for CEIR in 2013. Okay, the number one reason for the audience to attend a B2B exhibition is to look for a new product and vendor. So it is still searching, but in the physical world. Okay, so we move to page 57. Okay, search is usually the last touch point. This is true. When you do online marketing, search is always at the end. Now I showed this slide before. I just want to recap for you that if you do search is usually the last touch point. We move to 58. The same situation. If I compare the experience among USA, Germany, and Japan, search is always close to the conversion. Okay, so page 59. Now, how search work for with the other channel? Very simple. I bring you back to the lead journey. You see, at the beginning, when the buyers before it arrives the show, it used search engine to search where is the show, what is the show's about. So search is considered effective. When you are organizer, your conversion would be, the first conversion should be, I want to bring the buyer to come to my show. Okay. Now, page 60, I want to present my last point. Search is the aisles of a trade show. Okay. Now, page 61. Okay, a lot of trade buyers do online sourcing. Today, we are talking about online sourcing is competing with the trade show exhibition, but not essentially in competition situation. We can use online media to do intelligent research. Let's say, for example, page 62, as I showed you before, Alibaba also have a search suggestion. So let's say if I type China baby, because UBN, they have a China baby show in Shanghai, but I want to know, say if I'm UBM, I want to know what are the buyer, what are their interests related to my product. So I go to Alibaba, I type China baby, and Alibaba give me a long list of suggestions. Then I know, okay, because I know the more people search that word will go into the suggestion list. That's why I know the buyer are interested in baby stroller, baby diaper, baby hat, baby cycle, baby clothes. Okay, now I know if I am a UBM, I know what buyer are interested for which kind of exhibit. So this is a basic practice. You can make use of Alibaba to do your research. We move to 33. Same global sources, another online sourcing website. You can also make use of their suggestion to get more intelligent. Page 64. Okay, search. When you have a typical website, search result is always categorized by product. Okay, so page 65. Now this is what I show UBM. Okay, now when you have a website, especially when you a trade show organizer, when you have a website, think about how do you want people to navigate your website? You think people will follow your menu to navigate? And I can tell you, not necessary. People want you to provide search function. They want to go to the website and want to find the search box and they want to start searching. Okay, now the benefit is if you can ask the people, if you can create a search experience for your buyer to come to your website and start searching, what you can have is page 66. When you are using Google Analytics, you can track the inside search. That means whenever people search in your website, you capture all the keywords. Now this is the gold mine, in my opinion, because you bring the people to your website and they start searching in your website and you capture every word they type in. So you can use that word to do your marketing intelligence or to create your marketing or to analyze what kind of product exhibit the buyer they are interested in. Okay, so we move to 67. Same with another website, another trade show website. See, they categorize all the product, okay, in a side navigation, different kind of product. And when we move to 68, because each page belongs to one product, so in your Google Analytics, you can actually track that page. That means each page belongs to one product interest. Now, this is how you tie in your web design with your analytics. Then you can have a more accurate and precise measurement, and you can understand the people interest according to your analytics. Okay, so we move to page 69. So I'm going to conclude the whole thing is the future of exhibition is data-driven because first, research online search intent for market, prospecting, converts online search traffic into offline visitor traffic. This is our goal. The second bullet, optimize your event website to improve pre-show visitor engagement. The last bullet, web traffic segmentation is important to understand buyer interest of the event. Segmentation, I mean, if you categorize your web page into according to different product, that means when you categorize your page, you categorize your product. So you have different product segment. Okay, now, but page 70, but do we miss something? I think we missed something because we talk about a lot of online media. Talk about a lot of bring people to the web page. We talk about when people search on the website, we can capture a lot of information. But I think we still miss something. And then we move to 71. That something is the near term. Okay, we cannot collect what people are interested at the booth. Okay, what we can do is when we bring them to our website, we can track what they want. We can track their navigation. We can track every single word they type in for search. We can capture it, but it doesn't mean we know what they want when they arrive at the booth as an exhibitor or you as an organizer. So we still miss something. So page 72, that means we need to do lead qualification on the floor. Okay, now you see, this is how Omni-channel happening. When I just went through, I need to use Omni-channel to bring in the buyer or the exhibitor to my website, and I want to understand how they behave. okay, but and then I bring them to the floor, and then I don't have anything for them. I don't know what they are doing. Now, actually, you can know you know what they are doing if you have a proper setup. We move to 73. We generate and qualify lead, and this is, you see the photo. This is a typical trade show scenario. People exchange name card. People scan the badge. You use iPad. People navigate. That means essentially you are collecting data again. Okay, but you just need to find a more neat automation to process the information. So page 74. So today we have different tools. The good old day, we have we ask people to drop the name card, and then we bring the name card back to the back office, and then we type in. Today we have a lead retrieval. We can use barcode scanner, and I start seeing a lot of exhibitor using tablet or iPad to let the people to navigate. Okay, these are the tools can assist lead generation. And page 75. Okay, now CEIR did a research in 2012 about 2 most common method organizations use to capture lead at exhibition. Now, 59% still collect the name card manually. 74% use lead retriever. That means barcode scanner. Page 76. But only 30% of the exhibitor can capture demographics and other lead qualifier questions. That means we only collect name card, but we cannot qualify whether the name card is good or not. But only 30% of the exhibitor, they know how to qualify. Okay, now page 77. Okay, I'm going to skip this one because I need to speed up. This one, I don't want to complicate the whole thing, so we move to 78. Okay, now I just show you that a lot of people, the exhibitor, use tablet to let the visitor to navigate the product, but the experience of filling the questionnaire on tablet is not natural. We all use iPad. We all hate the keyboard on iPad because it's not natural. So it is not natural. That means it's not natural for us to ask the people to type on a tablet. Okay, we have to find something else. So page 79. This is the same. At the beginning, I showed you the technology. Today, we have different technology can integrate online and offline. So think about it in this way. Instead of ask people to type, you can use this technology to connect them. Okay, so page 80. You can have a lead generation module, a lead registration module. Okay, a lead generation registration module will be able to capture different kind of device. Like you can scan the name card, you can scan the badge. When people using iPhone, you can capture the iPhone iOS passport. You can accept NFC card. You can scan the QR barcode. Now, this is a device that I create and I let UBM to test it. I say this is the device. You can use it on the convention floor. Okay. Now, page 81. Because what we want to do is we want the booth traffic generate important insight for lead-based event marketing. Okay, remember I told you the most important marketing objective is to answer 3 questions: who and when and what. Okay, and this is exactly what we need to do at the booth. Okay, when people arrive at our booth, we need to have a setup in order to capture who are these people, when are they arrive at my booth, what are they interested. Okay, so page 32. No, 82, sorry, okay. Page 82. What we can do at the trade show is we display the product, we engage the buyer, we capture the interest, and the same device will be able to capture the insight and send it to the back end to analyze. Well, this is not in theory. I actually did it, I mean, years ago, okay. And page 83, because I collect information, I can understand business intent. Because I understand business intent, I can do retargeting, so I can increase my conversion rate. This is the concept of remarketing, okay? And page 84, okay, very simple. You can read the slide. I compare before you qualify the lead and the benefit after you qualify the lead, okay? So we move to page 55 in terms of return on investment, okay? If you qualify the lead at the convention floor, this is your ROI definition. You can increase the number of actionable leads. It's no longer just a pile of name card. Each name card will have a specific product intent attached with the name card. The quantifiable product intent will increase, will improve accuracy for remarketing results. This is the ROI when you do the qualification at the trade show booth. Okay, page 86. This is one of my tests. I can visualize the venue traffic. Imagine if this is like a Google map. This is a trade show floor plan. So if everyone is doing lead qualification using a device, if we capture all the data, I actually know which location has more traffic, has more interaction. So this is one of the actual product interface I screen capture for you. Okay, it's what I call it is the venue heat map. Okay, I create this fancy tools and I show everyone so we can visualize that venue traffic. So page 87. Now this is another tools that I create. Is a web-based data analytic console. When you collect all the data, all the information, or your exhibitor collect all the information, you can actually see how many products being viewed, how many products being inquired, the lead detail, the hot zone traffic. You see everything. It's like a Google Analytic for offline. Okay, so page 88. Well, anyway, if you want to know more, you can visit this site, www.i-leadgen.com. I will share with you more case study. Okay, and that's it. I just done the whole webinar. Okay, so if you want to know more, feel free to go to my online bio website or to the page 88 that iLeadGen.com, so you can have more case study. Okay. Okay. So does anyone have question? I know there's we have too much information and the topic is quite complicated. I wish I can have a chance to meet everyone in person so I can actually give you some actionable demonstration. That a lot of things that I share with you on a PowerPoint is actually an actual product screenshot. So I can actually show you how I can track offline traffic, how I can generate lead, capture information from tablet, how I can visualize the venue traffic in a heat map presentation. So it's pretty exciting technology today we can use in the exhibition world and for our omni-channel marketing practice. That's my presentation. I look forward to meeting everyone in person. Yeah, say bye to everyone. Okay, take care. Have a good day.